again. Back again. Sauce theory class. Cleaning the kitchen. It's a mess. It always is a mess. I don't blame the students. I've always said, like, if we were regular restaurants or regular business, regular hotel, we'd be operating 24/7. So things don't get dusty, mungy, things like that. I do my homework today too. Let's see, where, this way. No, not meat sauce, tomato sauce. This is from the CIA book. They got very dependable recipes, I'll say that for it. So I have a little problem with their conversions though, because they take 1 gram, 1 ounce, and turn it into 30 grams, where it's really 28 grams. And I think you guys could understand too. 2 grams of salt can really change a recipe. I'm surprised that they are that unprofessional. No, I don't know if I'm professional, but not accurate. Look at it that way. It should be accurate. 2 grams of salt doesn't make a lot of difference if you're making 20 liters of soup and things like that. And they're larger recipes. In class, I have to scale them down smaller and smaller. This class, once again, with sauce making, it's very hard to make a cup of veloute or a cup of bechamel. Just working the roux is just almost impossible. So a lot of stuff in class we're going to do as a group. The only way really to do it. You guys, we could do individual chicken stocks, but we can't do individual brown sauce stocks because of the just the way you think about it. Like those little tiny pots, you have 2 bones or 3 bones in there, simmering for 8 hours. It would reduce down. You can't really do it. So even the chicken stock, we'll probably just do as a big thing. I was going over inventory too. I got some chickens in the freezer, and when we get into class, we'll make some chicken stock, and then and I'll order bones. We'll roast bones at that same class. We'll make some roux and play with roux. I never really did this in class, but I think it'd come out really well. We'll make some roux and mess around with water, thickening water. See what we get with that. For 2 reasons. First of all, it's good practice. The second thing too is that with water it's clear, so you're going to see if you have roux grains or balls, we call roux balls, in there, or it's going to be smooth. So I think it would be worthwhile. I'll get some glasses. I just have a bunch of these. I think we still do have some of these in the storeroom. Science, bitches, that's for sure. What's good about these are heat proof, so you can take boiling hot roux and put it in here without worrying about it breaking. Where if we use regular glasses, they shatter. So yeah, I think I'll look for those. That'll actually be a good thing. Not necessarily the graduated tube. Don't necessarily need that, but we could use these. That's for sure. Because again, roux is really hot. A veloute that's been thickened. A veloute boils at 100, but as you add roux to it, the temperature rises because of viscosity, thickness. Ooh, that's a new word. Viscosity is the thickness. Raises. As that raises, the temperature raises, and as the temperature raises, the more chance of burning on the bottom. It's a trick. It's a trick. And we're using aluminum pans, which we can purposely make mistakes. Like if an aluminum pan, you're adding a roux and you scrape the bottom, you're gonna end up with a gray sauce, and That's once again, that's another good idea. Is fail, purposely fail on making some sauces, so you can see the what happens. Now, when you have a gray sauce, there's really nothing you could do. First of all, it's going to pick up that aluminum taste, and you can't get rid of that. You can add more cream to it, make it whiter, but you never get rid of that flavor. So, but still, making mistakes is how you learn. That's a very, very true thing. And my classes, I'm never concerned about you guys making mistakes. I never get angry or anything like that because that's just where you do it. You make mistakes in school, so when you get out of the industry, you don't. And with you guys too, when you did the bechamel the other day in the Italian class, right? I'm not exactly sure what you guys did, but it seemed like you like cold roux or flour butter. I don't know what you did, but it was a mess. It was a little lumpy and inconsistent and things like that. And we fixed it. And there's a lot of ways to fix. Some things you can fix, some things you can't. The idea is never to have to fix things, but like I said, it happens. And if you can fix it to the point that it's still delicious and edible and safe, then there's really just don't do it twice. That's the idea, right, Mr. Concussé tomato? Oh yeah, I could concussé tomato. I could do that. Simple. I really want you guys to really focus on basics. Focus on basics. Everything else will follow. I know a lot of times I know sometimes you go, oh, it's a basic. This is not interesting or exciting. It sure is. A foundation, you can't build a house on a weak foundation. And I've seen a lot of, just from teaching for many years, I've seen a lot of teachers go way too far up the ladder without making sure the bottom of the ladder is secure, and it just crumbles. It just crumbles. So it is all about basics, and that's what we're going to be doing here. Plus, we're going to be doing some new stuff. I want you guys to start thinking about sauces you would like to make. That's going to be part of your homework. I'll post that at homework. Some sauces that you want to make. Let's talk to me about Texas barbecue. Yeah, sure. We could do that. We could get some pork loin, grill that. Oh yeah, some real Texas barbecue. Nothing wrong with that. Not a classical sauce, but once again, it's a selling sauce, and more real Chincha barbecue places are coming around in Korea. When I first got here, there used to be like Pelican barbecue chicken. It was like fried chicken with yamyang. It's like, where does even barbecue come in that word? I'm not even sure. So, but nowadays there are a lot of smokehouses and delis and serving a lot of authentic, that style food. So we can do that. We can do just about anything you want. I have a curriculum that I want to teach you guys, and that's going over the basic ground sauces, some other sauces, making all them. But from that point on, too, we can look at fusion. We can look at barbecue sauces. We can look off the classical menu and get into some more modern cooking. Julies are a very popular. I wouldn't really necessarily call them a sauce. Julie, it means au jus. Julie means live juice. Who's it translated from? But if you roasted, say roast pork or roast beef or something like that, you get the kumul out on the bottom, and you slightly thicken that with like cornstarch and seasoning, some herbs and stuff like that. The Julie, it's a very light sauce, a low calorie sauce, but it adds moisture and flavor and texture to the sauce. So that's another thing that we can even explore. Not all sauces are, like we made the gorgonzola, that had roux, that had butter, that had the gorgonzola, and that had heavy cream in it. It is really, really heavy, and I even self-admit that's too heavy. But that's classical. And once again, I feel the need to teach you classical so you can change things the way that your chef wants them or you want them. It is all about classical to start with. But like I said, who can eat that gorgonzola sauce? Yeah, I mean, I like to taste it. I put it on some of the gnocchis. Ooh, really nice. But calories, not necessarily not necessarily what I need. So that's where we are. Now the following videos are all about sauce production, sauce making. There's even some chicken stock. There's just everything about sauces and roux and things like that. This is your notebook. Copy this down. Next 2 weeks are going to be online classes. So you're going to write all these down, and then when we get into the classroom, we can go faster. Okay? Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys later.